Hello and welcome to Operators in Depth, the series where we take a look at all of the operators in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm Xiaoling, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at Thermite. So many of the operators in Rainbow Six Siege are situational, but Thermite is not one of them. His special ability is the exothermic charge that can destroy reinforced walls. Thermite's special ability is extremely important. Now pretty much every match that you play are going to have reinforced walls. Every defender operator comes with 2 reinforced walls that they can put up, and the recruit comes with 1. So no matter what map you're playing on, and no matter how large or small the objective rooms are, there will be reinforced walls, and Thermite is your way through them. But before we get on to more specifics, let's take a look at his loadout. For primary weapons, he can choose the 10114 shotgun, or he can choose the 556 XI assault rifle. Personally, I always use the assault rifle. I prefer the ability to be able to engage from range, and with this weapon I choose either the flash hider or the compensator. As I mentioned in my other video, there seems to be very little difference. In fact, the spread on the recoil pattern for the compensator seems to be more than that on the flash hider. I'm not sure if this is an error, but either way I either choose one of these 2 weapon attachments. Obviously the grip is self-explanatory and the sight is per your personal preference. As secondary weapons, you have the choice between the M45 MEU SOC handgun or the 5.7 USG. Personally, I usually go with the lower damage and higher capacity or faster fire rate than the high damage guns, but again, this is very much personal preference. Moving down to the gadgets, he has a choice of a frag grenade or a breaching charge. Now it has to be said that Thermite is one of the very few operators who actually has access to a grenade, so it makes sense to take this gadget. There's always someone else on your team who can take a breaching charge. Of course, there's situations where if you had a breaching charge and your exothermic charge, you could destroy 2 walls at the same time, but again, that can be done with some communication with your team as well. So almost always it's the better option to select the hand grenade. Moving back, we can see that Thermite is a 2 armor and 2 speed operator, so he is relatively versatile. So something to keep in mind when playing Thermite, that there are 2 direct counters to his ability. The first one is Mute with his jammers. If Mute puts down a jammer by a reinforced wall, there is no way Thermite will be able to detonate his exothermic charge. The second counter is Bandit. Bandit is able to put down batteries that electrify objects, and if he puts them next to a fortified wall, the electrified fortified wall will destroy Thermite's charge and at the same time damage Thermite. So it's really important when you are playing Thermite that you should have a Thatcher on your team as a backup as well. The last thing you want is to be able to have a Thermite who can get through walls but not be able to use his ability because the enemy team has taken some of the counters. And I will say almost always you're going to find a mute on the enemy team, if not only to stop the drones from finding the objective. And if there's a mute, there's a very high chance that some of the fortified walls are going to be jammed. Now Thermite is a very important operator in that as long as he has his exothermic charges, it's important that he doesn't die before he gets the chance to use them. So you should stick with your team if you are playing Thermite until you've managed to use your exothermic charges. So if I had to categorize Thermite, he would fit into tier 1 operators as must-haves or extremely important to have on your team. And that pretty much concludes this video about Thermite. Hope it was a little bit helpful for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, you can let me know. And next time we'll be taking a look at Ash. Otherwise, I've been Xiaoling. Until next time.